EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Block off of play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
They do go for it. It's locked. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chase Claypool, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Steelers 7, Broncos 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At their 49-yard
from just shy of midfield. Lock. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Fournette, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that will be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Chase Claypool. Incomplete. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Steelers 7, Broncos nothing.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Here's Fournette, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on third down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Broncos 3.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 15 now. Roethlisberger, completion here to Claypool. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive will start with Connor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Right at the 40. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. He'll let this go deep for... It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there, just just before halftime. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Fournette running out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Broncos are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Locke going to keep this. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. A final shot before half for Locke. He'll let this go. It's caught inside the 25. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Roethlisberger's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st down, Steelers.
Here we go. Black 80.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Clock now on 1st down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Fournette.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that's going to tie us at 13. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to
Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Broncos 13. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Locke. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Fournette. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Flushed out right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Locke. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. A pass underneath for Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
4th down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Wide 80. Single.
Now it's Roethlisberger being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Steelers.
Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about being in a position where going forward,